Hey there, it's Brett Quintine from IamBrettQuintine.com. Taking a brief little break today, sitting here in the man cave, thinking about football season actually. Football really gets underway. Few weeks, college football, then the NFL the next week after that. But more importantly, today I wanted to chat about acting and doing. From a marketing standpoint, you have to just jump in. Earlier this week, a few people reached out to me and, hey, Brett, I'm really overwhelmed. Well, hey, what have you been doing? What have you been up to? Well, I'm sitting here, I'm just doing a lot of reading, I'm studying some articles, I'm just not sure where to start. Another guy mentioned to me he'd been watching webinar after webinar after webinar. Well, I told both of those guys, along with a couple of others, you just have to dive in. You can only learn so much until you actually have that experience. Just to kind of translate it into a sports scenario, yes, you can watch a ton of baseball games and look at videos and the whole 9 yards, same with basketball and football, but until you're actually on the field, you're really not doing anything. You have to strike out. You have to learn to fail. You have to get in the ball game. So you can truly sit and watch study aids and just things that will really enhance you and enlighten you and give you some education, and that is part of it. But until you're actually out in the field, you're really not learning anything. You're not gaining that valuable information that's going to allow you to move forward. Think about everything that you've done in life already, whether it's getting your job. How'd you do that? You made a call or you sent an email to a hiring authority, and ultimately you got the position. You interviewed and you got the position. How'd you get that boyfriend or girlfriend? You made some type of move. Same with marketing and growing your downline and building an empire. You have to reach out to people. You have to talk to people. You have to get in the game. You just can't sit and watch others do it. And granted, the leaders, the big time leaders and everyone watches some type of personal development video. You have to listen to what some others are doing and saying, but at the same time, that's only a very small part of their day. A video such as this one might be 3-4 minutes. You watch it, you take what you've learned from it, and then you apply it. When you're walking in the mall and someone happens to ask you, hey, for directions or the time, strike up a conversation. Send that extra email. Follow up with the prospect. Don't just look at a cold call list. Call the list. I know it can be intimidating, but in order for you to succeed, you have to just stop reading. You have to stop watching TV or the computer. And yes, these days, obviously, everything is done on the computer, but you can't hide behind the computer. You really have to attack your potential prospect list. That's how it's going to grow. They're not going to come to you. You have to act. So if you've liked this information, definitely like my Facebook page, facebook.com/bquintine. Until next time, I am Brett Quintine.